Hey guys, happy new week. New week, new video as promised. I hope you had a lovely weekend and I hope you're having a great start of the week. This week I'll be talking about fear still, something that I'm quite familiar with. And the lessons I'll be talking about today are from a few years ago when I decided to choose the career path that I'm currently on. For context, I pursued a bachelor's degree in business administration, and the setting that was in my school then was that you started off doing everything in business, all the functions, you started off studying all the functions of business, that is HR, business law, marketing, accounting, finance, all of those proponents. And then in the third year of uni you got to specialize, and specialization meant choosing something that you wanted to pursue for the rest of your time in university and hopefully venture in for the rest of your career. And it was quite interesting because, again, as I mentioned in a previous video, I was the first to get to uni, so I didn't really have a model or someone to ask which is the best option. And back then, again, and back in uni, all the lecturers would garner for their specialty. So you'd have lecturers from accounting saying it's the best thing after sliced bread. I'm just kidding. Or teachers from finance saying you'd be damned if you don't specialize in finance. And everyone would be saying what they have to say about their specialization, and it was quite confusing for me. And I remember during the break the year before I was supposed to choose, I was so conflicted. My best friends had already made up their minds. They were going to pursue finance and accounting respectively, and I was so happy for them. I kept on thinking, how does one get such clarity? How do these girls even do it? I mean, we're here for the first time. How did you know? How are you so sure this is what you want to do? And I was so scared. And the more I thought about it, the more I listened to people's opinion, the more I sought clarity about it, the more I felt very confident to choose marketing. And it wasn't a decision that I made lightly. I remember it took me quite a while before even telling my parents, hey guys, this is what I'm doing, and it's marketing, because my dad was so sure I needed to be an accountant, and he had already started talking to his friends about it. So as a girl, you never want to let your dad down. But here I was at crossroads, feeling so deeply the need to follow everyone else and do the things that they said would work, and also having it in my heart, or just thinking in my heart, maybe marketing is a good idea, maybe I could give it a shot. And mark you, I didn't have any reference points. I was just thinking maybe marketing is a good idea. I didn't have, if you asked me, I couldn't really defend my decision to do marketing. But yeah, that was done. I got back to school and made the decision to do marketing, and the first few days were quite difficult because I kept thinking everyone else is going to the other classes and there's only 5 of us at the time in marketing. And it was quite a defining moment for me, just choosing to go to marketing class over and over, despite the fact that there's only 5 of us. It didn't look like a very brilliant idea at the time. I didn't know how to face my folks with this decision that I had made, and I wasn't so sure what the future held. And that is the basis on which today's video is going to be. I'll be talking about 3 things that I learned, or 3 lessons from this other side of fear, the side of I did it anyway. So the first thing is, it starts lonely. As I mentioned to you, there's only 5 of us in the class, not so sure about what the future held for all 5 of us, not so sure if this was the right thing to do at all. And it felt like this is the worst mistake that that I made, and I'm sabotaging my future, and I don't know if I'm ever going to recover from this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So for the first time, I'm getting off the fear bandwagon. It will definitely be a lonely ride, but that's only the start, because as you progress, it gets better. And that leads me to the second lesson, which is you get your tribe as you go. You definitely don't start out with everyone cheering you, or everyone wishing you well, or everyone wanting to join in. But immediately you start going, you get your tribe. You get your tribe of people who audaciously believe in the things that you believe in. You get your tribe of people who are fearlessly going after their dream, and in seeing them you also get inspired. You get your tribe of people who do not really care about other people's opinion and are going after what they believe is theirs, and that's the beauty of it. And lastly, the rewards are far-reaching. I can attest to the fact that once you stick it out and decide to go after your dream, the rewards are far-reaching. You might not necessarily get what you want to get when you want to get it, but the resilience it builds in you is not worth anything in the world. And you definitely get better even at decision making. You get clearer on your vision. You get better at time management. You make a lot more wiser decisions as you go, and those rewards are far-reaching and nothing compares to them. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I wish you a lovely week. Bye.